Now I'll give you some, just for your information, FYI, the tremendous energy what sun actually is exhibiting. So the energy emitted by sun per second, the energy emitted by sun per second is greater than the amount of energy the human species have used in the eternity. So so much of energy per second actually sun is emitting. So we may not feel so inspired by this point. I will tell you an example. All of us, we like cricket, right? So cricket in the day and night match, in the night time in the stadium, they actually put big lights. So for 3 to 4 hours, if they use the stadium lights, they have to spend lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees. But how much energy or light we are getting from sun? Per second what sun has emitted the energy, if you calculate with the entire history of human race from the creation, we cannot actually equate it. So that is the amount of energy sun is emitting. So then you can also see a beautiful organization in plant, trees, flowers, everywhere and everything. So let us take the example of a seed. So there is a small seed, and if I ask you, is there a tree inside the seed? We say no. But from this seed comes a big tree, banyan tree, the biggest tree. How it is possible? So when we sow this small seed and nurture it, so the small seed can become very big and it can become a big tree. So what is the mystery behind this? It is a point to note. And you see beautiful flowers, plants, and you see the amazing organization in the bee. In the beehive, when you see, there is a beautiful lakhs and lakhs of bees come together and make a beautiful beehive, and from where we get this honey. Such an organization, who is teaching them? And when you see spider's cobweb, such a beautiful architecture. So the spiders have not gone to architecture engineering, but still it can actually create such a beautiful design. And superb organization requires a superb organizer. That is the point. Now when we see, if you are from a science background, you see in physics, chemistry, in every subject we see there are laws. There are periodic laws, there are so many things, laws of mechanics. So there are laws of physical optics. And interestingly, in physics we see, if you put a stick inside a glass of water, at the level of water, the stick appears as if it is bent. So we see the stick is bent, but we don't believe it. So that is the point here. So then we see there are laws of thermodynamics. So whenever they speak about thermodynamics, they say it is a law. Why I am stressing on law, I will tell you at the end. So there are thermodynamics law. So by this we arrive at the third proof. What is the third proof? Every law implies a lawmaker. The moment you see any law, understand that there is a lawmaker. That is the point here. So whether it is micro world or macro world, whether it is a Pindanda or Brahmanda, there are laws. Once we understand there is a law, it is understood that there is a law maker. In the first proof, we understood for every urge, there is a fulfillment provided in the nature. The urge to worship someone, and the nature provides the fulfillment, and that is God. So in the second proof, we understood every creation implies a creator. We don't see anything in this world which is created or which is just come by chance. So every creation implies a creator. And in the third proof, we are discussing every law implies a law maker.